So that's it for Elderast. Oh, wait. I gotta roll and see if he dropped anything. He did not. Okay. Now we're good. So that brings us to another Dark Elf Assassin, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack from behind again. Oh my gosh, nasty. 4 skulls. 4 skulls. Last time Dwarf has his beefy defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's what he should have. My gosh. My gosh. Do I want to drink a potion of defense? Sure. I'll drink the potion of defense. That gives me 2 extra. Oops. Four skulls, man. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. 4. Oops. You saw it. It was on camera. You saw it. I'm not cheating. 4, exactly. Beautiful white shields. That's how we do it. Okay. So, that was the Dark Elf Assassin. Good gravy. That thing is nasty. But speaking of nasty, look at the situation we have here. Lava Beetle's going to go right here. And he's going to use Explosion to simultaneously roll an attack against both the Elf and the Barbarian. 2 skulls. Alright, that's serious. The Elf is going to roll 3 defense dice. Oh, wow. 2 shields on that. Well done, Elf. Okay. Barbarian also rolls 3 to defend. No, 4, because he's got rock skin. Oh, man. But even rock skin does not stop the damage from coming through, so he loses rock skin and takes 2 points of damage. Let's see here. Yeah, that's going to bring him down to 3. He's got 3 healing potions in reserve, so I'm not concerned yet. But Gulthor, right? Isn't that his name? Let me look at the text here. Yep, here comes Gulthor. 1, 2, 3. And he's a standard Chaos Warrior. Gets 4 attack dice. 2 skulls on the Barbarian. I should have attacked the Dwarf, dang it. I wasn't thinking. I just had kind of like a thematic instinct there. He charges forward, you know. So, 2 skulls. Barbarian defends with 3. He got 2 shields. Beautiful. And I think that is going to end Zargon's turn. Yeah. Alright. So we reset for the heroes. The dwarf now, it's the beginning of his turn. We put a token on his Stubborn Resolve card, so now it is immediately removed for the remainder of this quest. Let's see. Well, at least he has his regular attack now. That's nice. Which is 3. 2 skulls. Alright. I think the likelihood's pretty good that this thing's gonna die. Based on how it's been rolling. 6 dice, though. Well, it got 1, but that was not enough, thankfully. No loot. Alright. Did I just go out of order? I just did the dwarf first? Alright, that's alright. I mean, technically, I do allow myself to do that. So, let's see. Let's go back to the Barbarian now. I'm thinking we try to take out the lava beetle first. It's only got 2 body and 2 defense, so I think its damage output has some decent potential when there's 2 of us in the room. So better to nip him in the butt if I can, and then we'll start whittling down on Gulthor. So yeah, courage is still active, so he still has 5 attack dice right now for the lava beetle. That's going to be 2 skulls there. Lava beetle gets 2 defense dice and blocks 1, and he's got a body of 2, so he's still hanging on there. Alright. Okay. That was the Barbarian. Well done, Barbarian. Now the Elf, just 2 attack dice, which still really bothers me. I've got to upgrade him after this quest. I've got to get him something better. 1 skull. That could do it. Lava Beetle only has 2 defense dice. We saw how much trouble the Assassin was having rolling black skulls. But not so much with the Lava Beetle. Who, like, does some clickety-clackety squirming around and dodges that. Oh well, Elf. Oh, dang it! Again! Again, I missed the opportunity to use my Ring of Fire of Wrath. That was the perfect opportunity. It only had 1 body point left. Fire of Wrath, not an auto 1 point of damage, but... Okay, the moment's gone. But Elderast. Elderast is not going to miss this opportunity. He's doing Ball of Flame. He's doing Ball of Flame on the Lava Beetle. Thematically, of course, it would make sense for the Lava Beetle to not be as susceptible, but that's a little too much thought for me to factor into the rules. Ball of Flame, this spell may be cast on any one monster, enveloping it in a ball of fire. It will inflict 2 body points of damage. The monster then rolls 2 red dice, or 2 6-siders. For each 5 or 6 rolled, the damage is reduced by 1 point. So it's got 2 damage coming at it. In all likelihood, this is going to take it out. It needs 5s and 6s. Nope. Lava Beetle gone. In fire so hot, even fire creatures cannot withstand it. Does he leave us any presents? He does! Very thoughtful. Leaves behind 25 coins. Well done, Elderast. What else would you expect? So that now takes care of all the heroes. Courage is still active. That's cool. But yeah, we gotta do a Zargon turn, and I've got until I get some more threat. This will be the last time, but I've got enough threat to spawn 1 more Dark Elf Assassin. Still can't get at that wizard. So Dwarf, we appreciate your sacrifice. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 attack dice. Yikes. And 3 skulls. Coming at the dwarf there. He just gets his normal 3 defense dice now. Doesn't roll a single shield. So he loses 3. That's going to take him down to 2. Yeah, that was a good attack from that assassin. Gulthor, this time he is going to wise up a little bit and go after 1, 2. Go after the elf with the full might of his 4 attack dice. Ooh, do I want to be a stinker and, like, destroy his helmet if I can? Oof. Yeah, I think I should. I mean, I feel like with some of the house rules I've added, like the looting of creatures, it just adds a lot more variables to the game, and so I'm slowly trying to figure out, okay, am I giving the heroes too much opportunity to gain healing potions and coin? Do they have too much money? I think at the end of the quest, I'm going to be giving them too much money. We'll get to that. But I think that maybe in light of that, because right now, let's see, 150, so that's... So I'm going to come out of this quest with between 300 and twice that in gold coins. And a helmet costs... Let's see here. According to the shop, a helmet costs 125 gold coins. So I think Bash does make some sense here. Because not only will that maybe make him vulnerable if on the next turn I'm still around and able to attack him, it will also at least put the heroes out 125 coins. So yeah, I'm going to try and trigger Bash. Let me see, does that... That might actually have... Might not be worth it. Let me see here. Oh. Yeah, no, it's not worth it. Unless I want to change this rule. The original thing that I put down for Bash for how it works is this ability has the same effects as the Chaos spell Rust, but only activates on a roll of 6 on 1d6 instead of 4 through 6. And I can see how in some situations that would really be nasty for a party to have him just destroying all their equipment. Especially early in a quest, where they can't go to the shop and replace that equipment. They're just out that equipment for the rest of the quest. So I think that keeping it on a 6, or at most a 5 to 6, still makes the best sense in terms of balance. It's not as bad here at the end of a quest, but I mean, like, I think in general that might be a little too risky. You know what? I'm just going to do a straight up attack. Let's see here. John Wilkerson says, I stepped away for a bit and you're still on the same encounter? Yes. Yep, this game just does move a lot more slowly when I am streaming it, because I'm trying to share my thought process out loud. In addition, now and then responding to questions, but not as much of that today. Most of it's just been me sharing my thought process out loud. And then also the rules that I've added, the ways I've modified the game, do definitely slow things down. There's more things to think about. Slows it down more than I think I want in some respects. I don't know. I'm going to play again with my nephews and my boys this coming Friday using these house rules. And this will be their second game, so this will be a better test of truly how much these rules slow down a normal game that's not being live streamed. Let's see here. Part of that, though, if you're talking about this as the encounter, is that I kept spawning these Dark Elf Assassins. I've had all these threat tokens built up, and having the Dark Elf Assassins coming in a conga line from behind has kept the Dwarf from really being able to get in there and mix it up. Which, once the Dwarf's able to get in there, that'll definitely speed things up. Okay. Anyway, that's the end of my explanation of thought process. And the Chaos Warrior's attacking. Just a straight-up attack will do on the elf. And he gets 1 skull. I should have done Bash. I'm regretting it already. The elf defends with 3, rolls 2 white shields, so he is good. And that's the end of that. I totally should have done Bash. Dang it. That's the end. I can't do any more as Zargon. So now we go back to the start of the hero's turns. Barbarian is, of course, going to come over here and attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 more for courage. He gets, oops, sorry. That mic is not in the best place for my elbow. 3 skulls. Which could I mean, take the Chaos Warrior out. He's got 3 body. If he doesn't roll any defense dice, he'll be gone. He needs black shields. He rolls 2, so he only takes 1 point of damage. Well done, Gulthor. Living up to your role as final boss, at least in that moment. Or not final boss, boss of this level. Okay, so that was the Barbarian. Now the Elf attacks with, yeah, just 2. Man, I hate saying that every time. 1 skull. Go, Thor. Defends, and defends well. Okay, that's it for the Elf, who again did not use fire, the Ring of Fire of Wrath. What am I going to do with you, Pater? Dwarf. He's going to try and get rid of this assassin. 2 skulls. Not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it gets 1 black shield, but that's not enough. That'll take it out. Leave anything? Nope. Alright, that's probably the last Dark Elf Assassin, at least for a little while. So next turn, he can get in there and mix it up. For now, though, he needs to go 1, 2, and at least stop... Yeah. At least stop Gulthor from getting there. I was like, oh, but aren't I going to have almost called Elderast Zargon. I think he wants to be the new Zargon. I think that's his plan, ultimately, is amass power and wealth and prestige and reputation and all that kind of stuff, and then use that in some way to destroy Zargon, and then take all of his spells and stuff, kill Mentor, who is going to be a total pushover by that point for Elderast. That's the long-term game plan. That's what's so cool about playing Elderast as the particular brand of evil that I like to play him as, whether it's in Dungeons and Dragons or whatever. I've said this before, but like playing evil characters in games really gives you the most options to explore and take advantage of different mechanics in the game. If I'm playing in Skyrim an evil character can pretend to be good and withhold from doing evil in order to play that role for the sake of the long con, and therefore you can go on quests that might be reserved for someone that would normally just make quote-unquote good choices. And then, of course, he can also do evil quests and everything in between. But a good character, they can only pretend to be evil for so long, and at some point they're going to have to actually do something that's evil, and then they can't keep up the ruse any longer. So just to explore, and ultimately, you know, I very often in games will come up with a character motivation that fits the things about the game's mechanics that I want to explore. So yeah, Elderast continues to be just a really good fit for me every opportunity I have to play him. That's not really relevant, his motivation, all that kind of stuff here, but it's still fun. But no, he has line of sight still. The dwarf is done, but Elderast has line of sight to Gulthor. And he's got all these healing potions. I think I need to start testing this out and seeing how overpowered it could potentially be. I think he needs to start using Seeking Bolt. Especially against somebody that has as much defense as this guy does. So let's use Seeking Bolt. That's an auto damage of 1. So that takes him down by another body point. Oops. So now he just has 1 body point left, which I am going to double check. It just seems really weird. Is there not any note about him having an extra body point? No. Nope. Little unusual. But now that's almost certainly going to hurt Elderast. It does, yeah. So Elderast is down to 1 health, still with 3 potions in reserve. Not worried about him. Good. Okay. So now it's Gulthor's turn. He is going to bash. And I am going to, on the fly, adjust this ability one more time. If I can find it. Where's my monster's ability reference sheet? There it is. Here it is. Bash. On a roll of, we'll say, not 6, but 5 to 6. Instead of 4 through 6. Because at this point, Gulthor, his time is short. He wants to leave something that'll last. Alright, so I want a 5 or 6. Nope, didn't get it. Ah, well. Not really anywhere I can retreat to. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. Oh, there is a place I could retreat to. A little bit. Back here. Gotta take my markers with me. But if I'm back here, then at least I can only be attacked by one hero at a time. Okay, so that's Gulthor. I don't have enough threat to spawn anything else. So we go back to the hero's turn. Barbarian is, of course, going to go 1, 2. He still has line of sight, still has courage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can he finish the job? Ooh, it sure looks like it. It sure looks like it. That's 5 skulls. 5 skulls. Oh wait, the Chaos Warrior only has 4 defense dice. So he's going to get 1 auto hit. He only has 2. He only has 1 body point left. So thus falls Gulthor, the Chaos Warrior, leaving behind a healing potion. Very nice. Well, the Barbarian will grab that for now. Courage has at long last faded. And here we are in this nice little room, and it's the elf's turn. The elf is going to search for treasure in this room. And of course, there are the 3 chests. Now, as a reminder, the quest instructions are thus. 3 treasure chests have been stolen while being taken to the Emperor. A reward of 240 gold coins has been offered to any group of heroes, so they all share, they split the 240, who return the chests and all of the gold. They put all in all caps. The thieves are a well-known band of orcs whose lair is in the Black Mountains. They are led by Gulthor, a Chaos Warrior. So, 240 gold coins if we return all of the gold. The notes for these chests in this room say these are 3 chests. Thanks. They are marked with the Prince's royal seal. Each chest is locked and contains 250 gold coins and other items of value to the Prince and the Emperor. A hero can carry only 1 chest at a time. When carrying a treasure chest, a hero can only roll 1 red die or 1d6 for movement. So what I would rule for how I've modified movement is that they can auto move 3 spaces, and if they want to try and go faster than that, they can roll 1d6. So their movement is cut in half when carrying one of these treasure chests. The heroes cannot keep the gold inside the treasure chests. Alright, let's think about this for a moment. As far as I'm concerned, this reward is offered to any group of heroes. There's no indication here that we presented ourselves to the Emperor or Prince Magnus and said, hey, we are going to go and get these things for you. The Emperor, the Prince, they know that the things are stolen. They know that they're in this location. But they've not sent me as a group. They've not sent my guys as a group. Okay? So why in the world, if in a party that's influenced by Elderast, why in the world would these heroes not take the chests out, take him back to a camp somewhere and just have the dwarf pick the locks until he succeeds, or have freaking Elderast rest and then blow them open one at a time with fireball spells. What I'm saying is this gold is mine. It's all mine. Okay, so that's 750 coins. That's going to be all mine. Is that going to unbalance the game, which is already clearly unbalanced? I have all these surplus healing potions. Yes, it's going to unbalance the game. And I will take that into consideration and look for every opportunity to modify the rules more to be harder on my heroes as a result. But come on, this just seems like they're taunting me. A reward of 240 gold coins. Why are they bothering to tell me that there are 250? If it says the heroes cannot keep the gold inside the treasure chests. I feel like that's just taunting me. To say hey, you guys are all going to get 240 to share. In each of these is 250. You can't have it. Instead, they could just say, you know, containing gold and items of value to the emperor and the prince. They don't need to say how much is in there, but they do. They do. And that's malicious. On the part of whoever wrote this material back in the late 80s, before it was published in 1990. So listen, I mean, we're all about grace here. I forgive them for what they wrote, but I'm taking this gold. I'm taking all of it. So, and I think also, because it says, let's see here, other items of value to the prince and the emperor. I'm thinking that I ought to be able to roll on some kind of treasure table or something. Maybe, you know what, we'll just say I'm rolling, I'll assign a number to common items in the store that will say we're in here because they have sentimental value. I don't want to overdo it and put a bunch of magic artifacts in here. They're of value to the prince and the emperor. So, they're probably sentimental. But I will assign a value, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. There are 12 items in the standard armory that comes with HeroQuest. So once I get out, for every chest that I get out with alive, I will roll 1d12 and I'll take the appropriate item from the armory, in addition to getting 750 gold. But I do need to get all these out. And we have to do a clean sweep of the dungeon. So, do I take the chests now? I do. I really don't want to backtrack. I think it's worth it to take them now. So let's decide who's taking what. The Barbarian, I guess just everybody but the Wizard will take a chest. So I will, just for the sake of my own memory, put these chests on their character sheets. And we'll start making our way back. So that was the elf that went. Now it's the dwarf who is now laden with a chest. And we'll start making our way back. Well, let's see. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He is able to peek around this corner. And there's really just a block wall right here. Nothing to see. That's the dwarf's turn. The wizard's going to stay put. I mean, he could certainly move faster than these other guys. Elderast is not going to be carrying a treasure chest. I could if I wanted to, but you shall all be subservient to me. Get used to it. So that's Elderast. He's done. I do at this point regret not moving Elderast, because I just gained a threat because there's no monsters on the board. That puts me up to 5 threat again. I also forgot to roll for a trap when I entered into that room. Oh well. We're putting another Dark Elf Assassin on the board. Of course, we're going to put it right here, and it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and of course, attack Elderast. Might as well just discard a potion right now. 6 attack dice. That's 3. He's going to take 1 damage automatically at least. That'll put him down to 0. So he's going to have to drink one of his potions. Oh my gosh, doesn't even get him back up to full. Crap. Okay. The Barbarian, I guess, will just move 3 for now. 1, 2, 3. So that's the end of the Barbarian's turn. The Dwarf, he's got that crossbow. Finally gets to use it. 1, 2. Attacking diagonally with the crossbow, hoping to take out the Dark Elf Assassin. 2 skulls. So a pretty decent chance. Yes. The assassin does get 1 black shield, but 2 skulls is enough to take him out. No loot left behind. That's nice. Okay, now I am like out of threat. It's going to be a little while before I can spawn another one of those. But that was the dwarf's turn. The elf hasn't moved yet, has he? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Then he'll go 1 more space. Whew. It's going to be a bit laborious. Elderast staying put. Cycle back around. Barbarian. 1, 2, 3. Dwarf. 1, 2, 3. Elf. 1, 2, 3. Wizard. He'll just kind of keep pace. Go right there. Zargon gets a threat. Barbarian. 1, 2, 3. And he's going to surf. No, he's going to stop there. Well, let's roll. Let's roll. See if I get lucky. Nope, not near enough. Dang it! Elf is going to try and go 1, 2, 3. He needs to not roll a white shield. Okay, nice. He made it through. Dwarf. 1. Let's try and roll. See if we can run past that. Ah, dang it! Just like the freaking Barbarian. It's gonna. Oh well. I was gonna have him stop short. Anyway, he could only move 3. So that's the dwarf. Wizard. Might as well try to jump this thing. 1, 2, 3. I mean, we got to do it eventually. Oh wow, nice. So he got a black shield. Made it through. Unbelievable. Zargon gets another threat. Cycle back to the hero's turn. 1, 2, 3, I guess. Elf. 1, 2, 3. Is that where that door was? Yes. Dwarf. Wants to go 1, 2, 3. I don't know if that'll work out. Yes, it does. White shield. He made it through. And wizard. 1, 2, 3. Zargon gets a threat. That's 3 threat. 2 more and I can spawn another assassin. Barbarian. 1, 2, 3 is what he wants to do. Nope. Falls in. Takes a point of damage. Puts him down to 2. Elf. 1, 2, 3. Dwarf. 1, 2, 3. Wizard. 1, 2, 3. Then we cycle back around. Zargon gets a threat. 1 more. Next turn, he'll be able to spawn an assassin. Barbarian. 1, 2, 3. Elf. 1, 2, 3. Dwarf. Trying to block the wizard. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't think I can spawn anything that'll be able to get at the wizard at this point. So that's good. And wizard. 1, 2, 3. I won't have him move more than 3. He can move more than 3. I just don't want him to get ahead of this group. They are his meat shields. And that brings us to Zargon's turn, who gets a threat, and of course is going to spawn a Dark Elf Assassin. They've just been too useful. Way too useful. And I'll put this one right. Should I put it here, or should I put it in front of the heroes? I'll put it here. It's not that big of a deal. Don't overthink this, Pater. 1, 2, 3, and then she is going to attack the Barbarian and gets... Was this one of the ones that I rolled for that roll? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think so. So that's 3 skulls. 3 skulls he has to defend against. He blocks 2 of them, so that's nice, but geez Louise. Down to 1 body point. That's it for Zargon's turn. Barbarian starts things off. Just a meager 3 attack dice. Is this the time for Berzerker Rage? Gosh, I think it is. I think it is. Because she's likely to take him out either way if she survives to her next turn. Berzerker Rage. Once per quest, before rolling attack dice, you may place this card on your character sheet to gain +2 attack dice and -2 defense dice. Add 1 token to this card at the start of each of your turns. When there are 3 tokens on this card, remove it from the game. So basically, it's the inverse of Stubborn Resolve, the dwarf's ability. So, yeah, I'm going into Berzerker Rage mode. Come on now. Come on now. 3 skulls. I'd be surprised if she survived this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. She got 3 black shields with that roll. Unacceptable. Oh crap. I'm so glad the Barbarian has healing potions. Good gravy. He is going to at least walk. 1, 2, 3. Elf going to keep moving. 1, 2, 3. We can adjust our camera now. It's not been in the best position. Sorry about that. Should we try that? I don't know. I think I like this. I think I like this view better. All right. That was the elf that just moved. We've been in that hallway before, so there's nothing to reveal. Dwarf. 1, 2, 3. Wizard. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Zargon gets a threat. This is kind of the sleepy part. Well, no, we do have a monster still out there, so we get to do a little bit of action here. 1, 2, 3. Gosh, I'll just go 4, 5. She can move right through enemies. Doesn't even matter. How many can she move? She can move 15! Oh my gosh, I'm going for the wizard. It is time again for Christian Geek Central's annual Game Save event, fundraising for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, which provides free treatment for children facing life or death circumstances and shares its cutting-edge life-saving research with hospitals all over the world. You're still welcome to join the Game Save team by following the link in the description below. And once again this year, I'm drawing attention to our team's fundraising by performing a 24-hour marathon of video gaming that I will stream live on youtube.com/Christian Geek Central beginning 6 a.m. Pacific Time on Saturday, November 5th. You can donate or get more info by clicking on my fundraising page in the links below, where you'll also find incentives and rewards for doing so. For $5, choose a topic for me to share my sometimes overly strong opinions on during my live stream. For $10, you get the previous reward and a download code for a free copy of the Spirit Blade Special Edition audio drama. For $20, you get the previous rewards and you can choose a game for me to play during my November 5th live stream, pick a favorite, or torture me with something terrible or rage-inducingly difficult. For $30, you get the previous rewards and you can choose a song for me to sing during my November 5th live stream, pick an old favorite of yours, or just make me humiliate and torture myself with something no one wants to hear. And for $50, you get the previous rewards and a download code for every MP3 product at spiritblade.com. That's a $90 value. On top of that, I have set fundraising milestones that will unlock strange and unusual happenings as I reach them. At $200, I'll have a free download day for everyone who visits spiritblade.com on November 12th. And as my total goes beyond $200, I'll unlock increasingly more content for the free download day. And depending on how far beyond $200 my fundraising goes, during my November 5th live stream, I will cover my face in peanut butter and jelly while talking about horror movies, put on a pair of frozen socks and a frozen t-shirt at the same time, shoot water up my nose with a turkey baster, and have my wife Holly play a video game with me for 30 minutes. And if I reach a personal fundraising total of $500 or more, I will resume and complete, before the end of the year, my live stream Let's Play series for Fallout New Vegas as a Terminator.
I like your gun.
Attempting to do so in a single sitting. That could take as much as 20 hours or more based on how long tobeat.com averages. We will find out together if I reach $500. Finally, if I reach my $500 goal by the end of Thursday, October 20th, I will do a 4-hour live stream before the end of the year, playing only the most frustratingly difficult games in my collection. Since my last Get Good live stream, I've added some more titles to the list that will probably be like beating my face against a wall, and you can bring that about if you help me reach $500 by the end of October 20th. Now, there are some stipulations and time limits on those rewards and milestones, so quickly follow the link below to my fundraising page for all the details. I hope you'll be a part of helping me and the Christian Geek Central Game Save team do some good for some kids who really need it. And then please join me at youtube.com/ChristianGeekCentral for my 24-hour marathon starting at 6 a.m. Pacific time on Saturday, November 5th. Hope to see you then.
Oh my gosh. This is all kinds of wrong.